What's up, guys, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I've been looking forward to saying those words for so long. This is the #1 game I've been looking forward to this year, and I hope this is the start of a beautiful new journey. So, obviously, a lot of content here, pretty much limitless content. We have the entire world in the game. A lot of stuff on the way. I've got a lot of good ideas, but obviously, career mode is brand new. Figured we'd start off with that. Let's earn our PPL, work our way up, get into some crazy situations. The rise of a pilot. Choose any location in the world where you want to start your career. I love that. Got the same jacket on here. All right. So let's see. But obviously I'm in Orlando. Ooh, okay. So we've got smaller airports here. It's the Apopka Airport, Plymouth, Zellwood. Where do we want to be from? Never even heard of this place, but Tiger Lake, the River Ranch. Maybe I feel like we want something that's a little bit bigger. Shoot, we don't have Embry-Riddle. That's not an option. I think you have to choose like a really, really small airport. What about? Should we take off? Let's do it. Cape Canaveral, the NASA shuttle facility. That's a good spot to start our career. Oh, I can't wait to get out and explore. NASA Shuttle Landing Facility, KTTS, in Titusville, Florida. Pretty cool spot to get our PPL.
Hello there. You must be Martien, right?
How you doing, Arturo? Good to see you.
Welcome to NASA's Shuttle Landing Facility. I'm Arturo, the owner of this Aero Club. Here at the club, we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your private pilot license.
Perfect.
Then, once you've earned your PPL, you can build up your flight hours and get more experience by taking people out on first flights.
Okay.
But before any of that, let's head outside and take a flight to get familiar with our aircraft and the local surroundings.
Sounds good to me. Little teaser flight here. Pretty sure that's what they do, right? When you go to get your PPL, they like kind of take you up and let you take the controls a little bit. I've thought about it. Maybe one day.
This is where all our flying adventures begin. Why don't you walk around a bit while I finish the pre-flight preparations?
This is our Cessna 172.
Cessna 172 Skyhawk. It's the main trainer airplane in our flight school. Our Cessna's got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower engine, climbs well, and is easy to fly. It's one sweet ride. I'm ready if you are. So hop in and buckle up. Let the good times roll.
All right, here we go. Let me just
Welcome aboard.
duck under the wing and let's get it started.
Let's go over our flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 1,500 feet above sea level, and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view. Ready? Why don't you start the engine for us?
All right, we can get this thing started up. Here we go.
Perfect. The wind is from 270 degrees direction with a speed of 9 knots. Okay, let me taxi to the runway.
Appreciate you, boss. You can get us there, I'll get us up in the air, baby. Here we go. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. Oh, this game just looks so insane. I've been following all the pre-release stuff. Obviously, launch was a little bit tough yesterday. I wanted to get this video up yesterday, but I couldn't even get in. It was bad, but we're back here now.
All right, now comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes and applying full power, we will speed up and take off once we reach 60 knots airspeed.
Sounds good to
We'll
me.
be climbing at 75 knots, which is the recommended climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns. Don't worry if it sounds overwhelming. I am here to help. Release the parking brakes, otherwise we're not going anywhere.
Gonna release these bad boys.
Good. Ready for takeoff. Apply full power to get us moving.
All right. Off we go, baby.
You handle the yoke, and I'll take care of the pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff.
So all I gotta do is just full power and lift off when we can. Looks like we're getting close there. You can see our speed. We're at about
We have reached
takeoff
55
speed
knots.
here.
Pull the yoke a little bit to lift off.
Beautiful. And we are officially airborne.
Perfect climbing attitude and speed. I see you know what you're doing.
Doing my best here, boss. Look at this absolute beauty of a day out here. Could not ask for a better day for flying. Oh, shoot. All right, we're going to be taking a left here. We're a little high. We can trim down a little bit. So what's really interesting is my setup here. I can't get the rudder to work. So we don't...
Is too shallow. Bank a little more.
We don't really have like a working... I kind of have a fix for it a little bit. It's just being weird with the...
and prepare for the next turn.
I should be able to control the rudder with this, but the game's not recognizing that at all, so I have it on my joystick. I can kind of twist it,
turn
but
left again.
it's odd.
Almost there.
Where are we turning left to, boss?
We need to climb to 1,500 feet. It will keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern.
What a beautiful game, dude. Oh my goodness. All right, he wants us to do a little turn here. We're going to head back towards the airport. Sounds good to me, nice and easy. We'll be doing a lot of bank turns without our rudders, but we're gonna figure it out. It's fun. Like I said, I do have this. I can turn this, so instead
Fantastic.
of fantastic, he says.
And controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
I'll do my best. Look at that shuttle landing strip out here. I mean, I don't have a direct comparison, but man, does this look good. I can't wait to watch some of those comparison videos on graphics. Look at the reflections and stuff. Oh my goodness. That is amazing.
Well done. I believe you have a talent for piloting.
Bit of
I
an
hope you enjoy
aggressive
the flight.
landing pattern
Let's
here,
get back
boss.
to the ground now.
Oh my goodness, just a free fly. I think the instructor would probably say, yeah, flying is maybe not for you, but we got it done. All
I'm
right.
glad that we flew together today. This might be the first chapter in your pilot's journey, if you want to embark on it.
Sweet.
Let's catch up at our headquarters. You seem comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL in no time. There's a laptop in the office that shows all the certification information you'll need for your PPL exam. Take a look.
Okay. Head into the office here, the beginning of our journey. Head to certification to pass your PPL.
Here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career. Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
Sweet. Dude, this is cool. Okay, so we've got our PPL, of course. That's where everyone starts. From there, we can branch out into more specified areas. Rotorcraft, so we can do helicopters, we can do power lift rating, turbo engine, hook, hoist, and airline endorsements. We can go into commercial pilot license, tail wheel, high performance, multi-engine instrument, night currency. We can go all the way out to jets, heavy airliners, turboprops. You can see the routes that you can take. Dude, this is sick. Looks like we've also got specializations. We're going to be able to do companies, missions as we go. Obviously, first step is just going to be to get that
All the
PPL,
training
so let's do it.
lessons you'll need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure you're comfortable with these before taking the exam.
Okay. So we've got controls, essentials, altitude, turns, power settings, maneuvers, pre-flight, taxiing, takeoff, landing. I mean, we could take some lessons, or we could just send it. Let's go for it. $2,000 exam fee here, and we're just going to be hopping right into it. Time to pass your PPL. This is your ticket to the world of aviation. Complete a standard traffic pattern, follow the flight plan, apply what you've learned in your training, fly safely, and you'll get your license. All right. Generally flown at an altitude of 1,000 feet. Each section of the pattern is referred to as a leg. Why not send it? You know what I mean? Why not just hop straight into it? We could pass without any preparation or studying, right?
It's time. Your first ever check ride. Start by removing the covers and chocks, then join me inside.
All right, here we go. So we've got our engine covers, our pitot tube cover, our static port cover, and we can remove the chocks. Should probably kind of take a little look-see over the aircraft as well. We can check our aileron here. Make sure it moves all the way up and down. Beautiful. Flaps are looking good. We've got our baggage door. Check our elevator back here. Very important piece of the puzzle. How about our rudder? We could examine this bad boy. He's looking good. Step around here. We should probably check on the tires. Tires are kind of important. Those things keep us grounded. Looking good. Maybe check the oil. You could actually check the oil. All right. Good looking dipstick there. I like it. Well, I think she's good to go. Kind of a quick once over, but I'm feeling good about it. How you doing, ma'am? Good to see you. All right. Let's go ahead and get this thing Start it up.
Your goal is to complete a left-hand traffic pattern, respecting the flight path and all required speeds.
Yes, ma'am.
Rely on what you have learned in your trainings, and you'll be fine. Now,
I skipped
show
the
me
training
the best
part,
traffic pattern that you've got.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and request our taxi clearance.
Ground Cessna November
Release our parking brake.
61428. Request taxi for takeoff departure to the south.
Cessna November 61428 taxi to and hold short of runway Tree via taxiway hotel 2 cross runway Tree Hotel 1. Contact tower on 121.75 when ready.
All right. So we've got clearance. We're going to acknowledge that.
Taxi to and hold short runway Tree via taxiway hotel 2 cross runway Tree Hotel 1 Cessna 428.
Dude, that's a lot of information coming in at me very quickly. So we're going to move this way. Just going to slowly taxi here. See, our rudder's kind of working. It's just not ideal. It would be nice to have that to be able to look around and, you know, be able to actually use the rudder as intended, but we're all right. We're going to move over here. Start applying a little brake. Don't want to overshoot our stop. Hold short of the runway. Wait for clearance.
Tower Cessna November 61428. Ready at runway Tree south departure.
Am I doing okay, ma'am?
Cessna November 61428, altimeter 29.902 departure to the south approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway Tree.
All right. I mean, this is a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm going to acknowledge our
Cleared for
takeoff. We can
runway
start
Tree,
creeping
Cessna
forward.
428.
Here we go. Don't want to get going too fast. Runway Tree is going to be our spot here. There she is. You can see it right there. We're going to pull out here. Oop, oop, oop. We're good. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't really have full control of the rudder, but it's okay. We're going to get up to takeoff speed, which it looks like we have just officially reached. We can pull back on the yoke a bit, and we are officially in the air. Dude, that is so... It's just so cool. The level of freedom and, like, the fact that we have machines that can just take off and fly in the sky. Like, that's insane. So we're going to head towards our initial climb. We could have picked a home airport with a slightly shorter runway, but that's all right. This is just awesome, man. I love this so much. I love that this is like an official thing. Obviously, the PPL is going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more boring, but think about when we're training for search and rescue missions and learning how to fly helicopters and stuff.
Cessna 428, did you hear my last transmission?
Yes, I did. Sorry about that.
Tower Cessna November 61428. Continue for south departure.
Forgot I got to confirm every time. So we're going to start our turn here. This is just going to be like a giant go-around, right? We're just going to go up, turn around, fly by the airport, go back down, I would imagine. Going to stick around this 1,000 feet that she told us about. Should be nice and easy. Try to get our trim set so that we can just kind of coast here. But yeah, I think obviously we're going to go through the career mode here. Very excited to get into some of the more nuanced parts of that. Also, always open to ideas that you guys have. I know in the original Flight Sim, I kind of want to revisit some of the places we went just to see if they, look different, if they've been improved, that kind of thing. Destinations, locations, points of interest, that kind of thing. Definitely want to check out all the new planes and stuff. But if there's anything specific that you guys think we should do or you guys want to see or, just any ideas you guys have, feel free to let me know. Good old Florida, baby. The swampland next to the ocean. That's all we are out here. Be careful not to get too high here, Trev. We're gonna announce our full stop
Tower
landing.
Cessna November 61428. 1,300 feet to land.
Got to our
Cessna November
downwind end.
61428 tower. Altimeter 29.902 fly, left base, runway Tree.
Sounds good to me. Let's acknowledge that.
Enter left base runway Tree. Cessna 428.
Cessna 428 wind calm, cleared to land runway Tree.
Too fast? That's fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Let's acknowledge it again.
Cleared to land runway Tree Cessna 428.
We're a little bit fast. Little bit fast. Little bit fast. I mean, that's one way to to bleed off some speed. All right, we're okay. I feel like we're not really coming in that fast, dude. Good news, we've got plenty of runway to slow this thing down. Okay, I mean, jolted us a little bit. Ma'am, you all right? Everything good there? Sorry about that. We're good. We can reduce our speed here. So does it want us to full stop in the middle of the runway? Is that what it was? I'm putting...
Cessna 428 exit runway when able.
Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay, you want me to stop at the hold short over there? Okay, hold up. Let me, I'm gonna have to flip a Yui here. We're quite a way... Oh, don't hit the markers. Okay, yep. Ma'am, it's fine. You know...
Cessna 428 contact ground on 121.75.
Ma'am, I mean, you know, any landing is a good landing, right? As long as the plane's still in one piece, just absolutely flying down the runway. Ma'am, please, I need this, okay? This is all I've got left. Everything's riding on this. This entire YouTube series is riding on this. So you've got to give me a pass, please. Here we go. Gonna hold short over here. I mean, all things considered, fairly respectable performance. Request taxi for parking
Ground
clearance.
Cessna November 61428. Taxi to parking.
Cessna November 61428 taxi to General Aviation, parking via taxiway, Hotel 2.
I'm confused as to where they wanted me to land. How did they want me to land from this end of the runway that quickly? That just doesn't make sense. I think we actually did better than we thought there. There's no way we could have landed on the header of the runway and ended up being able to get back here. Obviously, this is kind of a funky runway from a choice perspective because we're here at NASA, but, you know, I guess we get what we get. We don't pitch a fit. I wonder if there is a little Aero Club at NASA over here. I'm not sure, but it'd be kind of fun if there was. Let's not get going too fast here, Trev. Keep it nice and simple. Like that we've got some grounds crew out here moving around. Can't wait to get our float plane rating and everything else. All right, slow things down here. Slow things down. It's always good when you're using or leaving skid marks on the runway. There she is. I mean, everything was kind of a little fast and aggressive, but that's just that's the way I do things. We're gonna set our parking brake. I mean, it's a good thing we had the vomit bags in here, but you're gonna let me pass this, right? Control Shift E to do the shutdown procedure. All right.
Great job. There's always room for improvement, right?
What do you mean by that? 97% on the traffic pattern, 87% on the path, 90% on the taxi path. Plane handling was at a 70%. I think when we were messing around with the rudder and stuff, that obviously didn't help us out that much. But we got almost an A. We passed with flying colors, baby. B's get degrees. So do C's. We didn't get a C. Congrats. Got our PPL, allows you to fly a single-engine airplane in good weather conditions and perform takeoffs and landings from land. Private pilots cannot fly aircraft for commercial purposes. We've got the Cessna 172, the Design CTSL, the SW-121, Cadet, Cessna 152, and the JMB VL3. That thing looks pretty sweet.
Congratulations on passing your PPL exam. Hopefully, that's the first of many steps on your career path.
Thank you, Arturo.
Your PPL allows you to fly recreationally and begin to build up your flight hours. First flight missions are a great way to increase your experience.
Okay.
Let's go back to headquarters and review the specializations board to learn more.
Dude, this is so deep. I love this. All right, so we officially have access to specializations.
As you can see, the career journey of a pilot can take many different paths. As I said earlier, your PPL is the first step, allowing you to fly recreationally and perform first flight missions, taking people on tours around the local area.
Okay.
As you build up your flight hours and earn more certifications, other specializations will become available. Take a look around. Then, when you're ready, head to the missions list to see what's available.
Sweet. Dude, this is sick. So we did first flight. We can do ferry flights. Ferrying mission, we will be responsible for flying aircraft for maintenance, moving customers, or delivering a new aircraft to its owner. On short VFR routes, you have to take care of the aircraft throughout the journey, navigate the skies. All right. Looks like our Cessna 172 is available for that. Interesting. Flight seeing, skydive aviation. Oh, dude, that's going to be sick. Cargo, light cargo transport. Ooh. We flying down to Colombia there? What's going on with that? We can go all the way down. I can't wait for agricultural when we can, like, you know, dive and put pesticides and stuff out. Charter service so we can be a private pilot. Passenger airlines, aerial firefighting, heavy cargo transport, super heavy cargo with the Beluga. Oh, what a sick aircraft there. Then for rotorcraft, we've got flight seeing, search and rescue, hoist, hook, ag, and aerial construction. Dude, we got the Cargo Bob out there. We got a Cargo Bob and Microsoft Flight Simulator before in GTA 6. Okay, so we got missions. We've got some basic missions we can do with our
On this
PPL
map,
now.
You can see all the missions currently available to you. There's one mission currently available. Select it now.
First flight, a ride with a local resident around MIMS. It's a 45-minute flight. Sarah Hope, a local we all know well, is visiting the club with her husband. It'd be great if you could take them up for a nice relaxing moment and show them around MIMS. Okay. All right, this will be good. I don't know if I'm the most qualified for some flight seeing tours, but it is what it is. Dude, I loved it. I love that we're like an actual human. We've got like people around. That's, you know, what was missing from the last game. You were just kind of an airplane. All right. 16 nautical miles, 75 pounds. You can see our EFB here. Going to be doing a little triangle around the area. We picked a pretty good place. I like that we're near the ocean. Kind of wish we would have picked like Hawaii or something to learn from, but it's okay. We're keeping it realistic. Florida's, you know, kind of the home of flight. We're going to get 34,000 XP. Going to be looking at sightseeing quality, flight smoothness, and landing smoothness. And here are the VIPs. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me. Sitting up front with us. Welcome.
This may be just another day at the office for you, Captain, but for everyone here, it's a special occasion.
Welcome
Your
to the
guest today
Thunderdome.
is Sarah. She's got her husband with her. They're good friends of the club members, and they're living nearby.
He looks a little nervous.
So it's a bit special to take them with you. If the seat belts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff.
You guys got those
Let's go,
buckled in nice and
Captain.
tight? Looks like they're all set. All right, we're gonna go on an adventure here. This is gonna be fun. So let's go ahead and release our parking brake. We're gonna request clearance to taxi.
Ground Cessna November 579er41. Request taxi to the active west departure. Cessna November 579er41 taxi. To and hold short of runway Tree.
All right.
Using taxiway Hotel 2 cross runway Tree, Hotel 1. Contact
That's all we
tower
needed.
on 121.75 when ready.
Go ahead and confirm that we've heard, and we
Taxi
can
and hold
start
short
heading
runway
out,
Tree.
baby. Here we go.
Using taxiway Hotel 2 cross runway Tree. Hotel 1 Cessna 9er41.
You guys have your final affairs in order. Is there anything that needs to be said before, you know, this great, beautiful flight that is totally going to be very, very safe? Here we go. Let's request our takeoff.
Tower Cessna November
I mean,
579er41
it's gonna be
at
pretty
runway Tree. Ready for departure to the west.
Cessna November 579er41 altimeter 29er.9er2 west departure approved.
Dude, he is holding
Cleared
his
for takeoff,
hands
runway
pretty tight.
Tree.
He looks nervous. All right, let's acknowledge that, and we are gonna
runway Tree. Cessna 9er41.
head out and take off. It's exciting. She's excited, she says. All right, well, thank you, ma'am. Wish you the best of luck. You know, I feel like it is pretty safe. There's a low chance that we end up in a fiery crash here. It might not be the smoothest experience ever, and you might, you know, consider it like a thrill ride. Here we go. Gonna pull out onto the runway here. Go ahead and give her some juice, and we are gonna reach our takeoff speed and be able to pull up off the, ooh, kind of a, oh. What do we have? A bunch of wind here or something? What's going on? Why is it so squirrely? We're fine. It's gonna be all right. We're good.
Hey, this is something else.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, ma'am. All right, off we go. Go ahead and decrease our flaps here. And it looks like we've got our plane here. We're gonna decrease our trim as well. We're climbing a bit too much, and we're just gonna fly, baby.
It must be incredibly romantic to view our beloved region at sunset.
Don't sink. Don't
Definitely
sink.
need to
Don't
book that
sink.
together, honey.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
We're fine.
Don't sink.
We're fine. I don't know where the button to turn off the warning thing is, but she's talking about romantic sunset flights while the thing's just screaming, don't sink at me. We're good. We reduced the flaps a little bit too much. That's what it was. So let's... The trim, I'm sorry. The trim a little bit too much. So here we go. We're all good. You guys enjoying yourself so far? Sorry about that. Just kind of a minor thing. It's not me. It's the plane.
It's so quiet. I feel like we're in a movie.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty loud. This thing is... If you go inside, it's not bad, I guess, but these things are pretty loud in real life. My buddy, I actually went on, he was like halfway through getting his
Cessna
PPO,
941, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
and he was in a Cessna 172, not a Skyhawk, not this nice, but it was a 172, and it, he was at the point where it was full control in his hands, but he like, you know,
You don't
obviously
really
the
get that
instructor was
feeling
in
of
there.
vertigo. Sarah was right.
It was cool to see, you know, how much he had learned, and he did a fantastic job of it, but I did not
Cessna
realize
941,
how
when
much
did you
these
hear my
things
last
get
transmission?
beat around. Yep, I heard you. Sorry about that.
Tower Cessna
Just-
November 579er 41 frequency change.
The turbulence and the effect on these smaller planes is absolutely insane. It's small, it's hot, it's loud, it smells like
Relax,
gas,
Sarah.
and you're just
gripping
getting...
the seat so hard you're going to break your hand.
Relax, Sarah, we're good. But yeah, it was eye-opening for me for sure.
People are looking up at us. Hey,
Okay, I mean, Sarah,
do
we
you see the streets of Brevard County over here? Awesome.
could maybe...
Everything down below looks so tiny.
Guys, we could maybe calm it down with the the AI voices. Everything looks so tiny. We want a speed of 87 knots. Okay, so we are going way too fast here. We're gonna have to slow this thing down. Gotta make sure we don't stall the plane, but try to stay under 87. Make sure you don't stall, but stay under 87, baby. I wish we would have known that was the sightseeing speed beforehand, because I feel like we're not gonna get a very good sightseeing score. Came in a little bit hot, but it's fine.
The folks on the ground have no idea what they're missing.
No, they don't. We've got a whole different perspective up here, Sarah. It's great. Low and slow, baby. All right, now we head back. I guess this is kind of a...
Cessna November 579er 41 tower. Altimeter 29.92 fly, left traffic runway tree.
A lesson on life. You can't be going too fast. You got to slow down and take a look at what's around you, because we kind of came in pretty hot. We were full gas all the way, pushing the engine to the limit, which we're back at right now, and that had some ill
Hey,
effects on
Chris.
us. You know what I mean?
You've been kind of quiet. You okay?
Just taking it all in.
Cessna 941, did you copy?
Yep, I did.
So do I.
Dude, ATC's just always
Enter
up in
left
my ear.
traffic runway tree. Cessna 941.
That's the thing, though. We're gonna want to slow back down again when we come in for landing. So both times, kind of had a little bit of a speeding issue. So need to get that thing under control. Definitely a lot quieter in here when we're not full bore on the engines. Sorry about the impatience, guys. That's something every pilot needs a lot of. Is
When we
patience
took off, I thought there should have been a drum roll or something.
and attention to detail. Chris, that was just a weird thing to say. I don't know where you're getting these quips from, Chris. You're a bit of an odd dude, sir. But I'm glad you're enjoying the flight.
Almost there, guys. So Sarah having a good time? Ready for another round?
Fantastic flight. 5 stars. Would totally recommend it.
Yeah, make sure you leave a review
Great
on
time from
TripAdvisor
start
for
to
me.
finish. Thanks, Captain.
I mean, I appreciate it. I'm giving you guys a hard time, but I really appreciate the kind words there. Thank you. Put a word in at the FBO for me, because I barely got this PPL. It's going to be a challenge to keep moving forward, but here we go. Looks like we've got our final approach. Yeah, it has us landing right at the very end of the runway and immediately turning right. So we're going to have to make sure we're going slow enough. And obviously, we kind of messed up the flight seeing part of it a little bit. Just going a little bit too fast. We're going to get docked some points on that. So let's see if we can make up for it in the landing. Making our final approach here. Going to start. Yep, I got you. I heard you.
Cleared to land runway Tree, Cessna 941.
Missed the AT. Dude, I'm so focused on flying the plane, I don't think to respond to the ATC. That docked us some points right there. That's all right. So we need to be careful about our airspeed here on our final approach.
500.
Be careful not to lose too much speed. We want to make this as smooth as possible. I don't know what our ideal airspeed for landing is. But we're going to get there. Falling pretty quickly here. Let's give it a little extra gas, little extra gas, little extra gas, little extra gas. Float down. I mean, we're good. It's fine. It's fine.
Cessna 941, please acknowledge.
All right. You know, we've got the takeoffs down. The landings could use a little bit of work.
Ground on 121.75.
Will do. All right, we're just going to turn around.
Going to
Didn't miss the
121.75, Cessna 941.
The ATC acknowledgement there. We just like, I'm so focused on flying, like it just kind of goes in one ear at the other. That's a terrible thing for a pilot to say, but we're going to have to really learn to actually listen to ATC. It's you know, kind of an important part of the process. They've got eyes in the skies that we don't. So let's make sure we're adhering to their warnings and their communication going forward as much as we can. Also, I just realized I forgot to set the flaps at landing. Maybe our PPL training would have actually paid off. And here we are. Beautiful. Request taxi to our
Cessna November 57941
parking.
Taxi to parking. Cessna November 57941 taxi to General Aviation, parking via Taxiway Hotel 2.
Perfect. Let's confirm we're going via Hotel 2.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking using Taxiway Hotel 2 Cessna 941.
Honestly, that part of it, I might go back. If there's an ATC section of the training for the PPL, I might go back and play that, probably off screen. That's something I would like to get to know better and know, you know, actually how to do it. I've watched a few videos of people with PPLs that they just have like flight vlogs basically, where they're just flying places and, you know, it's all the communication with ATC and stuff, and it is bewildering the speed and precision that people talk on the radios and ATC talks at. And like, obviously, you know, that takes tons and tons and tons of practice, but I'd like to learn it a little bit more. Everything's just all about, you know, confirming and then reconfirming that you heard it, and it's like a symphony to keep everything organized here. So we're gonna pull into our parking spot. We're gonna be able to shut things down.
The locals, but seeing them smile says it all. Well done, pilot.
Well done, pilot. Let's go, baby. Go ahead and set our parking brake, and we can shut things down. Mission success. Really curious about our marks, though. Little disappointed that we're going to lose stuff to ATC, and landing smoothness was not great. Flight smoothness was good. Sightseeing, we were a little bit fast. We got another B. We missed 2 ATC transmissions. Oh, we got an A. Increasing our rep. Leveling up to level 3.
Nice work completing your first mission.
Thank you, Arturo.
Continue building your flight hours by completing more missions, and you'll be ready to move onto your CPL in no time.
Looking for our commercial license. We only need one more first flight mission to go after our commercial pilot license, which is pretty cool. So let's see. Just curious what other kind of mission. Oh, okay, now we have missions all over the place. Wow.
Here's all the first flight missions available right now. Take your pick which one you want to tackle next.
Okay. Stroll over Pine Castle with Jessica. So a lot of these, first look of Orlando with John, a lot of these are just sightseeing things. Winter Garden landscapes. It's so cool that these are like all real places and real things. All right, so I'm going to do another first flight. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. We're going to take on our commercial pilot's license. I think there's probably going to be a little bit more learning involved with that one. Going to be a little bit more intense, and it should be fun. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Let me know what you guys want to see here. Where should we fly? What should we do? Obviously, we're going to continue career, but what other things should we do outside of that? Peace out.